My name is Ruth Mahl, and I had accusations in 1992 brought against me by United Way, saying I wasn't helping families and I wasn't running the program like they had liked for me to do. So they took my funding away from me, breached my contract. So I decided that I was in the right, so I went to get an attorney to file against them because I lost my funds. So I went with this man who we went together to see if we could find lawyers to help us, and we went through 20 lawyers. We looked more and they told me that I was crazy to sue United Way and never win, and I had no right because it was two charitable organizations, and I didn't listen to them. I went through 20 lawyers and they said I had no case and I could not win the case against United Way. So I met Carl Pipoly. I went to the phone book and met him and called him and told him my case, told him what happened, and he said for me to bring all my information in, that he would look at it. So 3 weeks later he called and told me that he would take the case on contingency. And we filed the suit, and it took us 8 years. We won. I said, you know, when I met Carl, I was so distressed and discouraged, and he was so kind to me. He kept telling me that, don't worry, he said, I'm going to stay with you, I'm going to help you with this case, and we're going to win. He said, you got a lot of good information here. So we took the case, and it took us 8 years because they kept appealing it. Carl kept working with it. He worked all through those 8 years with the appeals and everything. We moved with the Texas Supreme Court. We won that. So at the end, they told Carl that they wanted to settle out of court, so we settled out with United Way. And during that time, I was so stressed. If Carl hadn't have gave me courage and strength to keep going and knowing that I was right and they were wrong, I couldn't have made it. So he is so kind and so intelligent. He's got dignity, he's honest, and he will work with you and help you. He don't just leave you standing in the air. And I said, he's been a good friend to me. I've known him now since 1992. And Carl worked with us from the day one to day two. And during this time, it was so stressful. And you know, when you're right, it's so hard when people's trying to prove you're wrong. And Carl never, ever let them prove that against me or my volunteers. And he's always stuck with us. He helped me through a lot of things. He's always been there when I've had a problem. Well, I'd just like to say that I am so happy that I met Carl. He's become a dear lifetime friend, and he's always there, and I know if you get him as your lawyer, you'll always be a winner.